Morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today?
You are the only person who calls me Jack.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have a visual on the anomaly. It seems to be growing more unstable.
My God! Incoming, Jack!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine. Are you injured?
What the hell is this?
I'm called Apollo. I mean you no harm. Ready to execute FTL job.
Here we go! Where are we? Talk to me, Juno.
His digital cortex is showing minimal synapse activity.
Jack? I think he can hear me.
I wish you had told me sooner that you were trying to repair him. I might have been more of a help.
Just keep the connection stable. There, you see? Now here's a sight for sore eyes. Good morning, sunshine. How are we feeling?
I don't know, Captain.
Oh, do you know?
The unit appears disoriented.
Yeah, time traveling 400 years into the future will do that to you.
Are you certain he's fully functional?
Go on, Jack. Tell her you're all right.
I think so. A little confused.
I don't doubt it. You've been out of commission ever since our little time jump on the Estrella.
Maybe we should run through his calibration program.
I just spent the past 3 months patching him up. You think I made a mistake?
Well, you're only human.
How about we ask him? What do you think, Jack? You want to run your calibration program?
I think
Yeah.
that's probably a good idea.
So glad you agree, Echo One.
Just
You're
in
much
case
more
the
intelligent than I
motion controls are
expected.
different.
Thank you.
Oh, go on then. Let's queue up the program.
Excellent. I should be able to repurpose your existing calibration modules to suit our current needs. See you soon, Echo One.
I'm sure all this must seem a bit strange. Probably because it is. Don't worry. We'll get you sorted. Just sit tight. I'll be right here when you get back.
I will do my best.
There we are. Everything in working order. I'd say it's high time we got you out of there.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable letting a half-tested android loose in the habitat.
What was that?
Just a minor fluctuation in the power grid. Not to worry.
That's the 4th time just this morning.
I assure you, Captain, it's nothing to be concerned about. I'll be right back.
And there she goes. Come on, let's get you out of that contraption.
I would appreciate that.
There we are. Come on out. Try and take it slow. You've been offline for nearly 4 months. How does that feel?
Everything seems to be in working order.
You could try to sound a little less surprised.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
It's
to.
all right, Jack. I'm just giving you a hard time. Haven't had the chance in a while. Okay, so physically you seem to be in order. But I know you've probably got a few questions.
I could do with some catching up, yes.
You bet. Ask me whatever you like. Or, if you'd rather, I can give you a quick tour of our new home. Whatever you want to do.
I could use a moment if that's all right.
By all means, take all the time you need. Just give us a shout when you're ready to go.
Not sure if you remember, but in Lone Echo 1, the swear monkey was at 88. Well, started at 86. She swore twice, bringing it up to 88, and now it's at 296. So it's been that kind of an adventure.
Are these scorch marks a result of my breakdown?
Let's say yes.
I'm getting the impression there's more to this story.
Well, I mean, while I was trying to fix you, I may have accidentally set you on fire.
I beg your pardon.
It only happened once. No. Wait. Twice. But you're here now, so it's fine.
What happened to me?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. We were on the Estrella, still trying to wrap our heads around the fact we'd just, time traveled, when you started crashing. One system at a time. I barely managed to save your core memory. Luckily, kept you alive long enough for me to work out how to fix you.
Thank you, Liv.
Please. You saved my life how many times? The very least I could do was return the favor.
There's probably stuff around the room I could look at, but let's go over here.
It's a lot to take in. I know. Jesus, I've been here nearly 4 months and still haven't managed to wrap my head around it all. Honestly, right now, I'm just glad to have you back.
Thanks for waiting.
Not a problem. Shall we?
It's so smooth.
Perfect.
And the graphics look amazing.
I swear sometimes it feels like this place is just a hair's breadth from falling to pieces. Huh. That usually works.
Where exactly are we?
We're on a space station orbiting Saturn.
That sounds familiar.
Well, not our old station, obviously. After we made our jump to the future, we were picked up off the Estrella and brought here and placed in isolation.
Isolation?
Juno says it's standard procedure. As if there is such a thing for time travel. There we go.
Texture's a little weird.
Honestly, I wish I knew more about this place, but Juno's not exactly been forthcoming with the details. Hey, maybe now that I've got you back, we can work on getting some answers. And here we have the luxury suite. It's a far cry from my old room on the Kronos, but I think I've managed to spruce it up a bit. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly tell this is your room.
Because of all the Kronos 2 mementos.
Because it's a mess.
Hey, I've worked very hard to cultivate this mess. Juno
It
let
looks
me
like it.
co-opt a few cargo drones to dig through what's left of the Kronos.
The Kronos 2 is still out there.
I mean, I can't be sure, but yeah. I think there are at least 1 or 2 sections that managed to stay in orbit after all these years. Plus there was quite a bit of debris that got pulled into the future with us. And it's a good thing, too. Otherwise I'd never have found all the parts I needed to fix you.
Agreed.
I gave this to you back on the Kronos.
That was what? Our first week together?
It was, yes. When I found it in the cargo bay, I thought it seemed like something a person of your geological expertise might appreciate. I'll admit, I never expected you to keep it as long as you have.
It was my first week on a new station. Farther out than I'd ever been. I guess it just made me feel a little more at home.
What happened to your helmet?
The locking ring was jammed. I couldn't get it off without breaking the assembly. Don't suppose it matters, really. It's not like we're going anywhere.
This poster is from our time.
Yeah. They had the same series posted all around my school at New Delphi. Someone here must have really been into vintage.
I must admit, I'm a little surprised you've remained in isolation for this long.
Well, I wasn't about to go anywhere without you, was I?
I understand, but
Oh, come off it, Jack. You've done the same for me.
You're right. It really did.
You really don't know what happened to me.
Not for certain. Though my current running theory is that your shell tried to self-destruct.
Self-destruct?
Sorry, just reach for my drink.
I'm thinking it was some sort of latent security protocol, meant to fry all your systems in case you ever got cut off from the Kronos 2's network. Atlas protecting their investment.
I was not aware of any such protocol.
Well, either way, reconstructing your shell seems to have removed that particular feature from your architecture. We cut your strings, so to speak.
How exactly did we get here?
Believe me, I've been asking that same question for months now.
I meant, how did we get here? To this habitat?
Oh, right. Well, do you remember the rescue shuttle?
The last thing I remember is the rescue pilot contacting us over comms.
Rescue pilot? Did you mean this rescue pilot?
Juno, that was you?
Yeah, we got swindled.
Once again, I do apologize for the charade, Captain. I needed you to trust me.
To get us to trust you, you... lied?
Well, when you put it that way, of course it sounds bad.
Fantastic. You might be dealing with an
I've got to
artificial...
say, I don't think I've ever been more relieved to see you. If there's anything more you want to know, just ask, and I'll do my best to answer. And whenever you're ready, we can move on.
I would prefer moving on, actually.
Shall we continue?
Of course. Right this way.
Okay. Lead on, Macduff.
The common room's just through here.
And I like that I can smoothly turn. It's not like a jerky transition.
Well, this is it. Our new home. Such as it is.
Captain Rowe?
Oh, Juno. There you are. We were beginning to worry.
Somehow I doubt that. I thought you'd like to know we have another cargo drone inbound.
How long?
A few minutes, maybe more.
Oh, perfect. So we have some time then. If you'd like, Jack, go on and have a look around.
How long do we have to remain here?
I'm afraid I'm unable to answer that question at this time.
Yeah, she's been singing that song since we got here.
Gravy. That's just what I like to hear.
One of Apollo's AI cores?
Do you remember when the Astrea first arrived and I thought it was an alien ship?
But it wasn't. It was a human ship from the future. This future.
Right, but here's the thing. I've been on this station for a while and I can find nothing, not a single piece of tech, compatible with this core. Almost as if it doesn't belong here.
That is odd.
That's far from the only mystery I'm trying to suss out at the moment.
Alternate dimension kind of stuff?
And since we know Juno is not going to be of any help,
I wish I could assist you, Captain, but I'm afraid my directives forbid me from doing so.
see what I mean? So it's up to us to go digging round for answers on our own. And here is where I'd like to start.
A hollow table.
Okay, turn that on.
Much like the one we had back home on the Kronos, apart from one small difference.
Which is...
It doesn't work. The display emitter's shot. If we can replace the emitter, get this thing working, we might be able to access the facility's mainframe.
I suppose you've already tried hitting it.
Many, many times. Not to worry. I've got a friend looking out for a spare emitter.
A friend?
He'll be along shortly with one of the cargo drones.
Captain Rhodes, speaking of the cargo drone.
Is it on approach?
It is, yes. We'll need you to open the outer door so the cargo drone can dock with the hab.
Jack? Would you mind terribly?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Splendid.
Where do you want me to go?
The controls are up here.
These are the controls.
Correct. This panel will open the outer door and allow the drone to enter.
Outer door opening.
Thanks. I'm heading up.
Whoa.
Look, there's the Estrella. Well, what's left of it, anyway.
What happened to the 4 section?
Must have broken off when we made the jump. Stayed in the past. Don't suppose we'll ever manage to make it back. Ah, here comes our little friend now.
Does
Look
not seem
familiar?
likely.
That looks like the CubeSat I extracted from our old comms network. P09-CRN.
I think you mean popcorn. It's about time. I was starting to think you'd been lost.
You call him Popcorn.
Well, it's certainly better than P09-CRN. Don't you think, Echo 1?
Fair point.
So, did you find an emitter? And it's going to work this time? Close enough. All right, Jack, let's start pulling in the salvage.
Where do you need me?
There's a delivery chute along the wall to my left. It looks like a big tube sticking out of the wall. Head over there, would you?
On my way.
I'll pull in the salvage. You scan and identify it.
Understood.
Copy that. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Well, come on. Let's let him out of there before he pops the circuit.
Can you imagine if I hit dispose?
Okay, out in a moment.
What's up, dude?
Best I can tell, that means thanks.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yes, hello. So, the display emitter is inside? Ah, excellent. Let's finish sifting through the rest of the salvage.
Nope.
Oh. Where are you going, Jack?
Isn't this one of your old toy dinosaurs from the Chronos 2?
Remarkable how many of those toy dinos survived.
Would you like to keep it?
Your call. I mean, we don't need it, but I suppose it could be nice to post it up on one of the consoles or something.
Sure.
I suppose there's no harm in keeping it.
Not at all.
There you go, buddy.
He jumped 400 years, same as us. We time travelers have to stick together.
See? Look at how happy he is.
One of my upper extremities. Or, more accurately, what's left of it.
See?
I'm an adult.
There you go, you found it.
I'm an adult. I'm an
Now just
adult.
repeat that a few hundred more times and you'll start to get an idea of what it took to patch you up.
Or do I keep
You're
it?
lucky the Kronos had so many backup shells.
There's certainly nothing wrong with a little redundancy.
You know, I think I've heard that before.
What should I do with this?
What do you like?
That's cool.
It's your hand, after all.
Very well. Ejected.
Let's see what else we've got.
Ah,
Is this the emitter?
Give it a scan and I'll confirm.
I mean,
That's it, Jack. Let's hope this one works.
Shall I run decontamination?
Yes, please. Nice work, Popcorn. All right. Now we're off to the races. Let's get that emitter down to the holo table. About time we got some answers. I'll meet you down there.
Emitter installed.
I'll squeeze underneath and reset the circuit. Right, just give me a tick. How's that? See anything up there?
I do.
I'm seeing an image, but it's glitching.
Alright, give me a moment. Bollocks. Okay, if I'm reading these schematics right, the only way we're going to sort this out is by doing a complete master reset. As you might expect,
Naturally.
there's a number of steps involved. I'm going to need your help here.
Of course.
Okay,
What you need to do.
you should be seeing a keypad up there.
I do.
In order to start the reset process, you'll need a specific command code. Try 0915?
Stand by. Confirmed. Code accepted. The system is requesting I use a slider to confirm. It is, however, locked.
Alright, I can unlock it, but this step requires a bit of coordination. I'll need
Right.
to disconnect the circuit at the same time you confirm the reset.
On the count of 3.
Yes, on 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll
Keep
unlock
taking
it.
my goddamn hands off.
That was too early. On
Okay.
3, not before.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
Are you ready?
Sorry. Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll unlock it. 1, 2, 3.
See this monkey Lars.
So, how'd that work out?
I'm detecting an increased amount of hydrocarbon particles in our vicinity. Is something burning?
Oh, shit. Shit! Ow, that's hot.
Okay, so we're gonna need another power coupling. Should be a replacement kicking around here somewhere. Think you could track it down for me?
Any idea where to start?
I'm sure there's a spare power coupling hanging around close by. You know where it is. Oh, go on then.
I'm on
Alright.
it.
Lead on, buddy. Was it right here? Is that what you're saying? Ah. My. You are a handy little dude. Oh, I gotta reorient myself at the desk. There you
Here
go.
you are.
Thanks, Jack.
Welcome.
Just give me a sec.
I like to make myself useful.
There. Power coupling installed. Give me some good news.
Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid it's a lost cause.
Hold on. No, it isn't. It worked. More or less.
More or less.
The image is
Defeat us
somewhat
this.
distorted.
Well, that won't do.
Hang on. How's that? Better?
Much
Yes,
better.
that rectified it.
Chiron Station Network Access Client. Habitat Alpha online. Mainframe connection established.
Sorry, he used to call me
Synchronizing
DJ
control
Jack.
devices.
Liv, you're beeping.
Personal user interface synchronized.
Well, that's helpful. Alright, let's see what we can dig up.
Alright.
Here we are. Habitat A.
Those icons. That must be us.
I was right. We're the only ones here.
Yes, well, this has all been terribly enlightening. Shall we move on?
Okay, so there's no one else in the hab. But what about the rest of the
What
station?
about you?
This is everything.
You just tell.
Affirmative. This image represents all of Chiron Station.
Right, let's see who else is on board.
Jack, you mind taking a look at the map while I keep searching on here?
Of course.
We've got
No,
some
not at all.
questions that need answering.
Sure. Let's see what this one is.
We are not receiving any signal from the other habitat.
That's not a good sign.
No,
If
but
there
it's
was
not.
anyone left, the other habitat would be where I'd expect to find them.
It's also distorted too. Okay. Manufacturing.
This part of the facility appears to be under construction.
You think there'd be someone around then?
No reading.
That's
Feel
what
free
we
to jump in whenever you want. Jeez, that looks busy.
Not showing any occupants in the research wing either.
Oh, that's my desk. With that. Why are they red? Are they damaged?
Every branch of the station connects to this structure here, the transit hub.
Oh, I see.
Still no signs of any crew. Or anyone at all, really.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the generator. We got 2 alerts.
The station's generator is deserted as well.
You see that readout? Running a little hot, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. That would explain the power fluctuations we've been experiencing.
Pretty good bet. There's no one. The station's deserted.
According to this, we're alone.
Juno, what the hell? Where's the crew?
Technically, I never said there was a crew on this station.
So we're alone here.
I didn't say that either.
Forget it. I'm not going round in circles with you again. There's got to be something else.
Captain Rose,
Juno, unless you're about to explain to me exactly what the hell's going on.
I think the clues in our word usage, or the word choice. I think when she said
on.
that they're not
think I might
alone
have
here
picked up on
either,
something
I
here.
think it might allude
Looks
to
like a priority message on a loop.
Priority
She
alert.
is a-
Containment protocols breached.
being.
Multiple branch sectors compromised. General evacuation order has been issued.
oh dear.
Evacuation order?
Proceed immediately to your designated life posts. Message will repeat in 1 minute.
All right, Juno, start talking.
Captain Rhodes, I assure you, there is no need for concern.
It's based on your interpretation of the situation, not mine.
Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh?
I think we need to evacuate.
What was that?
Think so?
That was an electrical malfunction.
You mean one of those electrical malfunctions you told us not to worry about?
No. Okay, yes, but this is different.
Different how?
That last energy spike overloaded one of our substations. The hub's power grid is collapsing.
How do we stop it?
We can't. At least not from here.
So we're just supposed to sit here and do nothing?
Apparently.
Juno,
Alright, listen carefully. I may only have a few moments before we lose contact. Jack, I'm unlocking your reactive cutter. There's an emergency release on the door leading out of here. You can use your cutter to gain access. You still have some time before the hab becomes unsafe. Make your way to the terminal. There should be a tram there that will take you to...
Juno?
Juno,
You
acknowledge.
see over here?
We've lost contact.
You know, I always thought I'd enjoy this moment a bit more.
Perhaps we should...
Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Still a lot of questions that need answering, and sticking around here is not going to help us.
Right.
Plus,
how you
life support is failing.
Yeah, plus that. This must be the emergency release here. Behind this panel on the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a look.
Identified.
I should be able to cut through the bolts that secure the panel. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Won't be
Try
needing
the release handle.
this anymore.
Let's see if it'll open the door. Nice! That did it! Here, help me pull it open. You take that side. Jack, hold on. Before we go out there... Listen. That shell you're in now... That's the only one of you there is.
Oh.
If something happens to you out there, if you get shut down, that's it. You're gone.
What about you? Without an EVA suit, you're considerably more vulnerable than I am.
Sure, but I'm used to it. It's not really something you've ever had to think about before. You'll be
No,
fine.
but-
Just try and remember what I said, okay?
All right, Liv.
Okay. So,
Well. Here we go.
At least emergency lighting still seems to be active.
are we going into security, or?
Power's still up in this area.
I doubt that will last. We should keep moving.
Sign above the door says, to tram. That's where we're headed.
Yeah, that's why I'm in here. You should catch up to me.
Whoever built this place...
Initializing scan. Audio system C9. Initializing complete.
What the hell?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, that did just probably shave a couple of years off my lifespan, but...
Let's hope not.
What the hell was that?
Most likely some form of security measure.
Well, it must not work too well if we're tripping it on the way out.
It doesn't appear to be working at all anymore.
Doors sealed. We must have triggered some kind of lockdown procedure. Not seeing any sort of emergency release or access panel. You'd expect there'd be some sort of override or...
What, you know something?
Liv, up here. There's a control room.
Let's see.
If there is a way to get the door open, I expect that is where we'll find it.
Yes, now we just have to find a way inside. But how? All the doors are locked.
There's a port over there, I reckon.
Yes, exactly. This damn contraption.
Containment protocol. Please proceed to the infirmary for further instructions.
Good enough. Yeah, let's check it out.
Way ahead of you.
An infirmary, right next to security.
Yeah. Strange. You know, this place looks... familiar. Let's have a look around.
Looks like the Estrella. I mean, at least somewhat.
Why have medical beds in such close proximity to security and the habitat?
Could be... a few of the occupants are immunocompromised.
Perhaps.
Anyway, keep looking. We need to find a way into that control room.
We might have been able to leave through this airlock, if only you had an EVA suit.
Hold on. I remember this. This is where we were first brought on board. I remember Juno cycled the pressure too fast, and I...
You what?
Well, I... may have... vomited all over the airlock.
Oh. Well,
Ah,
the good news
nope.
is, the door is sealed.
Probably for the best.
This control panel appears to be sealed, though what it actually controls, I'm not sure.
Only one way to find out. Well,
I agree.
Only one quick way.
Cut the panel off.
Exactly.
There's a small door over here.
Probably an access point for maintenance.
Could give us a way into the control room.
Let's see if we can find a way to get it open.
I found a way to access the maintenance ducts,
Nice work.
but the controls are faulty. The accessway won't stay open long enough for me to get inside.
Scoot over, maybe I can hold it open for you.
Please do.
Didn't see much light up there, by the way.
I assume my headlamp still works?
Should do. Just press the switch on either side of your head.
Headlamp checks out. Good to go.
Right. I'll hold open the hatch. You head up into the ducts.
Alright, time's a
Ready?
wasting.
Ready.
I am ready.
There, it's open. Head on up. What do you
No
see?
problem.
Very little. I suspect these ducts have not been accessed in quite some time.
See if you can find a path to the control room.
There's something over here. If it's something bright, I'm gonna want to look at it. Well, unfortunately. Do you see anything, dude? Because, I mean, you're just sitting there blinking. Feel free to weigh in.
How goes it up there?
Still searching.
Keep at it. We need to find a way into the control room.
Ah, here we are.
I think we may be coming up on the control room. Stand by. There's some grating blocking access to the control room. I might be able to cut through.
Do it. Not like anyone's gonna notice. Jack, over here. See anything resembling door controls up there?
Give me a moment to investigate. What about this drone?
I think it's seen better days.
It lacks power.
Maybe there's a charging port.
Perhaps.
That's a good idea. Come here. Come here.
Recharging.
You're thinking it might be of some use.
The unit's drive data might still be salvageable.
Without your scanner, you'll need Popcorn to extract the data.
Popcorn, you can help him out there, yeah?
There is a keypad here, but I don't know the access code.
Do you think there could be any chance someone's gone and left it written down somewhere nearby?
I would sincerely doubt it. Do people really do that?
Happens a lot more often than you might think.
That is grossly negligent.
I wouldn't say grossly.
You've done it before, haven't you?
Look, we're burning oxygen here. Go on, see what else you can find.
I mean, I
Seems
agree.
you might have hit upon something.
I think he just passed an objective to my ARM computer.
A bit bossy, aren't you?
451.
Popcorn has passed me the security code. 1, override unlocked.
Thank you.
That did it. Security's lifted. Come on out of there. I'll meet you in the next corridor.
Will
On
do.
our way. Come on, Popcorn. Let's go.
Great, well done in there.
Yes, yes, you too.
Well, there's actually a tram here.
Surprisingly, yes.
I was starting to worry...
Captain Rhodes, can you hear me?
Juno?
Juno, your signal is very faint.
The power grid is continuing to collapse. In order to depart, two problems need to be resolved. One, the tram is disengaged from the transit rail line. The second issue is that the exit airlock has been damaged. I'm uploading the schematics for the tram station to the captain's wrist computer.
Juno,
Ah, delightful. She uploaded the tram schematics. These look, a bit in-depth. Right, let's see. Moving tram from maintenance rail to transit rail. See rail cross index walkthrough, which is, inaccessible without P clearance. Lovely. Or, Popcorn can just point out the rail lines. Also works. Not entirely sure, but I believe that's Popcorn speak for this is the maintenance rail.
Yeah. Here.
And this is obviously the transit rail. The one that actually goes somewhere. So we'll need to get the tram over to it.
she also mentioned the tram airlock is no longer functional.
Right. That's the other issue. Here, let's multitask. I'll take a look at the airlock while you tackle the tram.
Divide and conquer.
Well,
Sure.
at least one of those.
What's first?
Well, these instructions are somewhat dense. It mentions aligning 4 stasis projectors alongside the tram. These must be them.
Align stasis projectors. I'm on it.
Right. Now, let's see how damaged this airlock actually is.
This projector arm appears to be extendable.
Excellent. You just need to pump it a few times. So they're extended all the way.
Acknowledged.
Oh, bollocks. They've really mucked up these controls.
Can they be repaired?
Definitely not. Well, maybe. I'll keep you posted.
Warning. Life support failure. Please proceed to the nearest evacuation point.
Live. Don't worry. Oxygen levels remain well above nominal. There's still time to get you somewhere safe.
You're gonna say that, and then something's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden,
All projector arms
it's
raised.
not gonna be like that.
Easy peasy. Right, we still need to slide the projectors into place.
All projectors locked in place.
Excellent. It also mentions a release control panel that should be located below the tram.
I'm on it.
Here we are.
I found the tram release control.
Great. Let's see what happens.
Tram released.
Okay, nice work.
Very
Let's
cool.
see here. Page 1138. Words. Looks like the next step is moving the tram itself over. It mentions a tram control console on the boarding platform.
I will keep an eye out.
Boarding platform, huh?
Liv, this console has been damaged.
Well, shit.
Affirmative. Suggestions?
Maybe see if there's a manual control that can be used instead.
Well, we could try the
I
auxiliary
found a
access.
sealed auxiliary panel.
It's worth a look. Let's get it open.
I've located a control handle.
Give it a try.
Oh wait, what do I need to do?
Just about wrapped up these airlock repairs. How are things looking on your end?
I'm nearly finished here as well.
Square peg, round hole.
The tram's now aligned underneath the transit rail. The tram appears undamaged.
Well done, Jack.
Chiron Station. Rapid transit online. Now boarding.
Shall we?
The tram line appears to lead to a central transit hub.
Let's hope it has functioning life support.
I
I give it
agree.
reasonable odds.
There's a control panel in the front. Mind doing the honors?
Destination
Boop.
set. Please prepare for departure.
Hold on to something, Jack.
Departing for transit hub in 3, 2, 1.
ready, Popcorn?
Airlock cycle complete.
Hold on to your qubits.
For your safety, please hold on. Accelerating to transit speed in 3, 2, 1.
Let's turn and burn. Oh. That, was underwhelming.
This place is massive.
Far more expansive than even the holomap implied.
So, where is everyone? What could have happened here?
It is difficult to determine the station's condition from this distance.
Well, I'm not getting my hopes up.
Well, neither am I, but,
Wait,
it is sprawling.
Something wrong.
do you see that? Up ahead in the cavern.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We would have brought spores back with us, wouldn't we?
It's the biomass.
Mm-hmm.
It must be reacting to the energy flowing through the tram line.
Wait,
Are we?
Are we what?
we're slowing down.
The tram is on autopilot. Controls are locked until we reach the end of the line. Well, you did want to know what happened to the station.
Right. Serves me right for asking.
Hmm. Jeez. What an amazing area.
Is it possible to feel utterly blindsided and
At the same time, completely unsurprised.
All the time. As a matter of fact, I know exactly how you feel. Exactly.
Approaching destination. Stand
Well,
by for
yeah.
deceleration. Please hold on. Reducing speed in 3, 2, 1.
I was thinking pancake.
at least there's one thing we know Juno was telling the truth about.
What's that?
Probably was a lot safer in the hab.
Probably. What? We gonna what?
Now arriving Kylon Station.
Bullshit.
Central Transit Hub.
Alright. Get him away.
Looks clear, as far as I can tell. Let's have a look around. See what we can find.
Nothing good.
Welcome to Kylon Station. Today's date is 24 April 2537.
Right. Well, at least the big holographic tree still works.
Indeed. It's possible the power grid is more stable in this area. The hydroponic system must have failed, and judging by the condition of these plants, that was some time ago.
What is this?
Mac and cheese. Heat and eat.
Did you throw that on purpose?
I, was not expecting you to react to that. I'm sorry. Alright, I'll stop screwing around. Let's see if I can find what we're looking for.
The rate of decline in these O2 stats appears to confirm the issue is indeed power-related, rather than a problem with the environmental system itself. That may indicate there are more hospitable conditions elsewhere on the station. At least that would be my hope.
If there's a biomass, isn't she at risk of breathing that in?
Warning. Environmental systems compromised. Atmosphere suboptimal.
Still no life support.
No.
We still have time. We'll find a stable environment. Don't worry.
Who's worried?
I mean, Doesn't look like we can go in here. Don't see anything immediately jumping out at me. I hear some snapping and
Tram routes are all
crackling.
closed.
A miracle we managed to get the Hab A tram up and running.
There's an inscription here. Dedicated to all those we have lost. Devoted to all those we have yet to save.
Doesn't exactly paint a rosy picture, does it?
No harm in a second look.
Transportation to Habitat B is currently unavailable. In case of an emergency, contact the station's directory.
Not been touched in ages. This is a dead end. Let's keep looking. I'm going up.
There's an emblem here. The Polaris Initiative. The name suggests some sort of scientific or exploratory endeavor.
Jack? Up here.
Tell me what that looks like to you.
Just a snack cupboard. What?
It's an old Atlas vessel. Pioneer class.
What the hell?
What's a ship from our time doing here?
I brought it here.
Juno?
The hell you mean
Hello,
you brought it
Captain
here?
Rhodes. Jack, I'm glad to see you're still safe.
Juno? Are you saying this is your ship?
That's a complicated question. The ship is my home, but it doesn't belong to me.
Then who does it belong to?
I'm afraid I'm not permitted to disclose that information.
Imagine my shock.
I am sorry, Captain Rhodes. I would tell you if I could, but my directives...
What about life support? Does the ship still have atmosphere?
The ship is currently suffering the same power disruptions as the station. However, if one were to cycle the ship's reactor...
Then we'd have life support.
In theory.
How do we get on board?
The docking platform is in the next sector, through the security checkpoint. I can show you the way.
Hold on.
You're not allowed to tell us anything about the ship itself, but helping us get on board, that's no problem.
My primary directive is to keep you alive, and the best way to do that is to get you on board the ship.
I think your primary
The door's sealed.
directive
I will need a moment to bypass the security constraints.
is about self-preservation, and we are
So
means
you're
to
really
that
not
end.
part of the station?
I am what's known as a transient program, capable of gaining limited access to a variety of different networks. But I consider the ship to be my true home. There we are.
Alright, sorry. Just gonna...
Never thought I'd see an Atlas ship out the window again.
Do you think it's safe following Juno to that ship? There's clearly a lot more she has yet to tell us.
Clearly.
Yeah, but not by choice. Somebody's pulling her strings. And I'll bet whoever it is, they're on that ship.
I wish I could believe it was a somebody and not as much of a something. I think
Looks like we've got another
somebody...
door on the blink.
Let's get a closer look.
Do you see anything?
Liv, there's something moving on the other side of the door. Some sort of creature.
Let me guess.
Small, spongy, and covered in tentacles.
How did you know?
Because there's one over here, too.
Come and have a look.
There's something
What is that?
That is a tick.
I'm sorry, you say that like I'm supposed to know what it means? Ugh.
Ticks are an evolved form of the biomass.
Awesome.
How do you mean evolve?
Accelerated evolutionary growth is an inherent physiological trait in all biomass forms.
Gotta put a
It's
bell
one
on
of
you
the
or
main
something.
reasons the biomass is so resilient.
Why does it keep following me like that?
Ticks instinctually seek out the closest viable energy source, which in this case happens to be you.
Oh, lovely.
But what about me?
Alright, so
Alright.
now what do we do?
Chop
The
liver?
only way we can proceed is by removing those ticks.
Well, let's have a look around then. There's got
What
to be
am I?
some
Nothing
way
more
to get
than
rid
a
of these things.
depleted lithium battery?
It seems likely this form of biothreat is closely related to the spore variant we are more familiar with.
It's amazing that despite all the odds, they somehow got uglier.
Amazing.
It'd be easier to see without this thing coming from my face.
There isn't any way to get this door open.
So long as that tick is reaching its power, the door is inoperable.
What about that disposal unit?
That might work. You'll just need to find a way to get them into the chute. It will be dangerous, but I don't see any other option. You'll need to clear the area before boarding the ship.
How the hell are we supposed to clear the room if we can't even get inside?
According to the station schematics, there should be another way to access the security checkpoint through the loading bay. It's just this way.
Okay.
It's awfully dark in there. Are you sure it's safe?
Not as sure as I'd like to be. I'll try to scan the area ahead for potential threats. Stand by.
No use. Can't see a thing. Jack, mind using your headlamp to throw some light in there?
I'm seeing a considerable biomass presence on the other side.
Shit.
Captain
I
Rose,
love how it's got
We
like
know,
a reflection
Juno.
of the glass.
We saw it.
I'm afraid this means you'll have to stay behind.
What?
Jack and I will continue through the loading bay. Once we clear the docking terminal...
No, absolutely not.
A hatch over there I can
I'm
use.
sorry, Captain, but I cannot allow you to proceed. The risk
That
is far
opening
too
over
great.
there.
Well, if it's too risky for me, it's too risky for Jack.
It's all right, Liv. I'll be careful.
Jack, no. We've been over this. Listen, I know you're used to thinking of yourself as invincible, but you're not.
Not anymore.
If you go in there with only one shell and something happens, you could...
Actually, Captain, I think there may be a way for Jack to avoid that possibility.
Yeah.
Lay it on
Avoid
me.
it by not going.
As I was scanning the loading bay, I detected a working fabricator in the adjacent section. If Jack and I can get it powered on, we should be able to use it to scan his architecture into the station's database.
So... You're saying he'd be able to reboot again?
Exactly.
We just figuring this out now?
Don't worry, Liv. I can handle this.
As I say to the robot.
I promise, Captain. I won't let Jack do anything that might put him in jeopardy.
All right.
All right. If we're gonna do this, let's do it. Just watch yourself in there, okay? I'll be waiting back at the security entrance.
Understood. I'll see you on the other side.
Let's maybe mind our phrasing, yeah?
Oh, I didn't mean...
It's all right. I know what you meant. Good luck. Popcorn.
I'll unlock the door for you. Stand by. Ready when you are.
Right. Is it duct access?
Jack, up here.
Uh-huh. I see
The
it.
emergency power switch is in this control room.
How do I get inside?
You'll need to go through the maintenance ducts. There should be an access way nearby.
There is. And you know, I'm actually kind of glad that they went with a biomass route because, and didn't just go with a completely different enemy.
You're sure all the biomass in this sector is dormant?
As sure as I can be. Of course, that will change once we get emergency power back online.
But by then he'll be able to reboot, right?
It will take a minute or two to get Jack scanned into the system, but that is more or less correct.
Check on automated active machinery and cargo. Keep power off.
Whoa, what was that?
Emergency power has been restored. The door to the loading bay is unlocked.
What about the fabricator?
Online and ready to scan. Jack, if you'll follow me.
Risk factor. Dialpha. Where do you want me to follow you?
Just climb inside and we'll begin.
Okay.
This will only take a few moments.
New template created.
Be gentle.
Echo Unit Series 11.
Sensitive.
Initializing fixed tomographic scan. Mapping target composition. Replicating internal functionality. Linking neural matrix to network. Scan complete.
Did it work?
Scan output shows no errors. Neural connection is green. Yes, it worked.
You're sure?
From this point forward, if Jack's shell becomes damaged or destroyed, he will automatically reprint at the nearest working fabricator.
Well, Jack? How do you feel?
This should make removing those ticks much easier.
Well, I'd imagine there's a lot that gets easier when you're basically invulnerable.
Indeed. It's unfortunate that fabricators are incapable of replicating organic matter. Otherwise, Captain, we'd be able to scan you into the system as well.
Right. Well, the important thing is Jack's back to normal.
We're all done here. Jack, I've reopened the access hatch. Make your way back through the maintenance duct. I'll be waiting for you by the entrance to the loading bay.
On my
Great.
way.
Be careful. Restoring emergency power has awakened the biomass, so unless you're planning to test your new reboot ability, I would avoid all contact.
Understood.
I mean, I'd like to know that something's working, right? I don't want to find it the hard way. Oh, I just bounced off the hand railing. Amorphous, ululating, undulating, shivering, quivering, glistening masses you. Pustules. I mean, the details excellent. Like compared to the last one, like it looks like they even got like cysts, which makes them even more gross than the last game, which I didn't think was possible. But there's proof. You know, like plague-infected nutsacks.
Well done making it through unharmed. It's clear you've had extensive experience with the biomass.
More than enough, yes.
Now then, this corridor will take us through the loading bay and back around to the rear entrance of the security room. After you, Jack.
Make it all this way just to be undone
Liv,
by hit
we're
detection.
moving into the loading bay.
Copy that. Keep me posted on comms, alright?
Of course.
Mhm.
I'll continue to scan the station's database for any additional schematics or equipment that might be of use.
Sure, you do that. Good luck in there, Jack.
Now, I'm no expert, but let's say, with the behavior of this artificial intelligence so far being unorthodox, just to put it mildly, at what point do they stop and think to themselves, wait a second, this person might be not exactly looking at our best interests. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? Right, 'cause there's an opening there.
The way ahead is through this door. But if you try to open it now, the tick is sure to attack you.
Uh-huh.
We should find a way to pacify it before we even attempt opening the door.
Great. Love your thinking. How? The thing is, once again, I'm no expert,
What is this panel in the
but I'm
floor?
assuming.
An electrical bypass. It allows you to direct emergency power to various systems in the area. You can use your cutter to get access.
Oh.
You can lift the lever to reroute power. Ah, so the bypass powers the crane arm. That will certainly keep the tick occupied. Now we should be able to safely open the door.
Is this crane mobile?
I believe so. We're fortunate the store has an emergency release. Not all of them do. You should be able to use the overhead handles to push it along the rail, or use the turning wheel to rotate the arm.
Okay.
Now just pull the release handle and the door will unlatch. That's it. You should be able to slide the door open.
Okay. Rosa, don't wanna die.
I advise holding the rail to anchor yourself as you move the crane.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a great idea. Ooh. Don't accidentally detach them.
Watch yourself. There are 2 more ticks at the end of the corridor.
I'll see him. Let's get my... I wonder how far I can push this. Oi! Haha. You bastards. Alright. I'm gonna keep pushing you. So do I kill you sons of bitches? Huh. Okay. Just gonna move those nasty little bastards out of the way. Oh. Okay. Just. Is that like a. Fuck.
Another tick. Take care moving forward.
Copy that.
What if that's like a if it's like, oh, it's a respawn point kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know, like when you play like Dark Souls or whatever, and they uncover a. But wait a minute, because if they're there and I turn that power off here,
There's
what if?
another bypass in this area. Perhaps that might be of use.
Yeah, that's not what I'm worried about. I am worried about these guys. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm worried that if I'm not careful and I turn that power off and those buttholes are too close to me, they're going to eat me alive the instant I do this.
Door's powering up.
Okay. That prick's going right for the door. Okay. Just don't mind me, little tick. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need to get around you.
Power rerouted. It appears the transformer on the far wall is now live.
The tick is still focused on the door.
So long as the tick has a power source to feed on, it won't bother searching for another.
That's why. Okay. I had to think there for a second. I'm like, what is it expecting me to do? And I was like, oh. It's actually quite simple.
That did it. Well done. You'll need to repower the door before continuing.
Way ahead of you. Gross.
More ticks in the next room.
We'll need some way to distract them.
Right. Excuse me. That sound is terrifying. It sounds like it's one of those little pricks over here. With just the one tick, I believe. Oh. Got hung up on my cord. I think. Because there's a tick here, right?
Door powered down.
Yeah, I need you to come over this way, you little bugger.
This crane arm is already online.
The slider is unlocked. You should be able to move the crane just like before.
That looks to be our best option for distracting those ticks.
If you can find a way to lure them out.
Position there.
Got it.
Skillful work, Echo One.
Jerk.
The tick can sense me through the glass.
Yes. As long as it can read your energy signature, the tick will continue to follow you.
Perhaps I can use that to my advantage.
Indeed. Ticks may be deadly, but they're not exactly intelligent.
Come on, you little jerk. There we go. Oh God. Note to self, do not spin this thing too quickly. It will be your undoing. Whoop. Okay, to make sure I'm oriented at the computer.
Door power restored.
Ooh. Have to be careful of doing that when I rotate my character, because if I'm not careful, it will be my undoing. Because it ejected me from the wall. I wonder if there's, because there's that charging port on the wall, but I didn't see another CubeSat or another satellite thing. So let's see.
This is concerning. I didn't realize the infestation was so prevalent in this area of the facility.
You don't have any way to detect it in advance.
I only have limited access to the station's internal sensors, which at the moment aren't even fully operational.
You mind telling us just what the hell happened here?
There was a biomass outbreak.
I'll bet it's your attention to detail that sets you apart from all the other AIs.
There's not much more I can tell you without violating my directives.
Well, what about the crew? Are they really all gone?
All 118 souls aboard the station have either perished or were evacuated.
So then, what the hell are we doing here?
After your unexpected arrival aboard the Estrella, I was directed to bring you somewhere safe.
This is safe.
Well, the habitat was safe at the
Directed
time.
by whom?
Now the ship is our only option.
Brilliant.
I'm guessing there's no way to open this door.
Unfortunately, no. The infestation is too severe. You will need to find another way around.
What's this? Huh. Actually made a sound I was not expecting. That doesn't sound good. Oh. Well, thankfully, I feel like these ticks could probably still kill me if they hit me. So, I'm not exactly sure. Just me whistling past a black hole, that's all. It's a nail biter. See, unlike Lone Echo 1, I haven't played this one. I think I only played like the first few minutes and I recognized that my computer wasn't strong enough to handle it, and then... Oh god! Almost died. You see that? Jesus, that was close. What's this thing? Caution. Alright. Battery socket.
This door is completely disconnected from the power grid. It will need an external power source.
Like a battery.
Precisely. Door powered up.
Good thing I already had one.
How much farther, Juno?
Nearly there. The security room is just on the other side of this depot.
I assume we'll find more tick swarms?
Technically, the correct term for a group of ticks is a murder.
Appropriate.
I suppose. I always found the term a little too on the nose.
But I think that little prick will probably detect me. In his vicinity. Ah, fuck.
Shields at 95%.
Get over here, you bastard. Where is he? Get off me.
Shields at 50%.
Get out of here.
Shields at 30%.
Oh, he got me. God, that is terrifying.
Jack? Jack, are you alright?
My former shell. Were we on the Kronos 2, we would eventually attempt recovery.
That won't be necessary. We can simply continue to reprint as needed.
Suits me fine. I'm just glad we have your reboot protocols back.
As am I. But the problem is what is that, a battery socket? Because, like, what if I took the battery out? Can I do that? Oh. Well, shit. I do not want this thing to kill me again. Is that battery charger? No? Fair enough.
Quite a sizable crane.
It also has greater freedom of movement, capable of sliding in 4 directions rather than just 2.
Yeah, but how do I activate it, though? Battery socket. Two. Oh, I see.
If you look up, there is a second set of rails attached to the crane. Utilizing both rails should allow you to position the crane nearly anywhere in the room.
Oh, George of the Jungle. Get over here, you bastard. Yeah, you like that. Yeah, you like that. Come on, over here. Uh-oh. Spin you that way, and then go this way. Oh God. Yeah. Gotcha, you little tumor. That's good, ugly. Please don't be a fucking tick in here. That's all I need.
Juno, you said earlier that you were directed to bring us here.
That's correct.
Or directed by who? I get it. You can't answer that.
Let's just focus on getting you to safety. I suspect much will be made clear once we have you secure aboard the ship.
I love the lighting. Like it's so ambient. Like it's like wow. It's like moody and macabre. Okay, we got our juice bottle. Hopefully this little baba here doesn't attract unwanted. I'm just gonna give him a wide berth just in case. Fuck, for a second I thought I heard something. Wish it would give me my boosters. It's moving with almost agonizing slowness. Nope.
Battery locked in. Door online.
Super.